just push it through like that. So I'll do it for the white. You have this grey set here, and you're going to get that first white one and push it through the first half. It's kind of hard to explain, but it just makes it look a little bit better. So now you should have a first half of your wing. It actually looks really cool. And soon it will look like that one. So, this part of the video, we've done a head, which took ages. And we've done the first half of the wing. I'm too tired to continue on and do the second half, so I'm going to do that in the next part of the video with the legs, which I was supposed to do in this one. But it has been 2 hours, so meh. Okay then. See you guys. Okay, now we'll be doing part 2 of the Hippogriff. So far you should have made a head. Well, that's very shadowed. A head and a wing. Oh. Or the first half of it. Okay, so now we'll be working on the next half of the wing, making it longer, so it looks like this one. Okay then, so for this we need, again we're going to gradient it, so it's going to be from white at the top down, and it's going to become a little bit more grey, but not completely grey. Because on this one, we gradiented it from grey to medium-ish, like grey/white. So now we're going to gradient it from completely white to medium. Okay, so now we're going to start. I'm just going to see, I might add some more light. That's much better. There we go. Okay, that's much better. So now to start, we're using double bands. Hello, Sinbad. That's my cat asking for attention. There. This is white, double white bands. Just thinking. Okay then, yeah. Okay, so for this one, for this particular, I just did double white bands on those four. For this particular part of the body, I don't have a third loom with me, but you'll need an extra peg length thing. So, let's do that. That's down. Turn it up here. I'm just adjusting it to have this extra peg here. So, I've changed the loom to be like this. So move the peg that was over here. Okay then. Yeah, so it should look like this, your loom. Okay, continuing with double white bands. And we're going to do, from this first peg to this peg here, big stretch. Okay then. Now, let's see what I did here. Okay then. So now I'm going to get a grey and white going, down here, a double white going out this side, like that, yep. Let's zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, here I'm going to put a double white, and then a grey and white, and then a double white. Okay then. Now I'm going to do, okay, going down, you get a double white there, double white here, a grey and white, double white, white, double white, and then a grey and white. So you can see what I'm doing now, kind of, I hope. So now we're going to, let's keep on going down. Whoops. And also, I'm going to get a double white going out like that. That's a big stretch there. So that's not just your regular, that little one. That's a long stretch. I really like using long stretches because they make it more smooth when you pull it off the loom, the shaping. So that's why I did it that way. Now you're going to get a grey and white, a grey and white, double white, grey and white, grey and white, double white. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to get double white, a grey and white, grey and white, double white, a grey and white, and a grey and white. Okay then. Now we're going to be doing the next row. So we're going to be going a grey and white, a double white, grey and white, grey and white, grey and white, and grey and white. Okay then, going on to the next row. Now we'll be getting a grey and white, grey and white, double white, grey and white, grey and white. Actually, that's going to be a double white and a grey and white. Okay then. I'm just going to take, if you have any stuff on the bottom of the loom, you won't be able to keep it there anymore. So you're going to have to take that off. Now getting a grey and white. This is for our next row. Grey and white, grey and white, grey and white, grey and white, and a double white. This will be the last double white we use. So the rest of it is just going to be grey and white. So just each one from now on is all grey and white. So yeah, but you may want to add some double greys to help with the gradient. But if you just want to keep it grey and white for the rest of the way, you can. oh wait, for the next 2 rows, for the next 2 ones you place. So 1, 2, they're going to be grey and white. So I'm just going to speed on ahead doing that. Okay, now we've just got our last row, so I've decided I'm going to do, let's see, a double grey here, a grey and white, a double grey, 2 grey, grey and white, 2 grey, grey and white. Okay then, now let's add on the feathers. So, for this one we're going to be doing, okay, let's do our, along the side, let's zoom out. Okay then, so I'm going to do the big feathers, feather type 3. So the ones that look like this, so they have double looped white, double looped grey, 2 grey and a white, 2 grey and a white, grey capped off. That's what it should look like. That's the one that you want. Here we go. Like that. And you're just going to put them all along this edge side. And I think you stop in here. You stop at this peg here. So you're just going to place them from this peg, 4th from the top, and you're going to place them around the edge on each and every peg. Okay then, I'm just going to do that. Okay then, so you want to put it from this peg here, 4th from the top, around the edge, but don't put one on the last peg. We've already done that on this bit. We've already done that peg. So now let's do the second row of feathers, this row. So we're going to be using feather type 2 for that, the one that you had to make the most of. Okay, so it's going to be on this 3rd row here, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, along this 3rd row. So, counting along the top from the left, 1, 2, 3, this row here. So you're going to go all the way down that one. Not on the last peg, and not on these 2 pegs here. So the first 2 pegs you don't put a feather on, and the last pegs you don't put a feather on. Okay then, so this is feather type 2, the one that's a single double looped grey, and then 2 grey and a white, 2 white and a grey, and a capped off white. Okay then, so you should have put it along those pegs. Okay. Okay then. Cool. So now, let me just figure something out quickly. You catch up by putting the feathers on. I just need to figure out something. Okay then. Cool. Figured out. So, now we are going to put these little ones on. The little white ones that you got. They're feather type 1. Okay, they're really white. So you're just going to attach them along here. So from the second to bottom peg, you're going to attach them to this corner peg here. Attach the first one. No, you're not going to attach on here. So this peg, nothing. And this peg, nothing. But you'll see. Okay then, so you should put one on this peg, not one on this peg, we leave this peg alone. So now, let's put horizontal bands on. So I'm just going to do grey and white horizontal bands, placing them in upright triangles. Okay then, and then we're going to put a white double looped there to there. Another white double looped there to there. Another white double looped here to here. Okay, now coming back down to the bottom, just push these down, these feathers down, just to make it a bit easier. Okay then. Okay, grey and white, grey and white, grey and white, grey and white, grey and white. You're just making triangles. And that last one up here is going to be 2 white. Okay then, like that. So, I'm not going to put horizontal bands on these ones, but I'll tell you why in a moment. Because this portion of the wing, I need a 7th row, but I don't have my 3rd loom with me here, so I can't put it in. So I'm just going to show you, if you only have 2 looms, how you can do it to have that 7th peg. So pretty much how you do it is you choose one side to do first, which is this side, and you loom it all, and then once that's all been loomed you can pull it off, just that one peg side, and switch the peg over, but you'll see because I'll show you. So now you're going to get your first part of the wing right side up with all the feathers sticking up. You're going to attach it that way. So again, you've got 6 ends, and you're just going to match them up to the pegs in order. So you're going to get this, and here you need to go through the first 2, and you also need to go through the bands for that feather, so that's really important too. So okay. And the way you'll know you've done it is if you pull it and you can see that you've gone through the same gap where this band has gone through. That's how you know if you got it right. There we go. Okay then. Okay, that was tough. Now we're going to do the next one, just going through that set of bands. And I think there's also a horizontal band there, so just be careful of that. Oh no, oh yeah, there is. And then the next set of bands. Now this one again, the next set, it has another feather, so you need to go through those bands for the feather as well. and then you're going to just go try and put that all on the peg. So just stretch it. So really pinch it and stretch it helps. Can be a bit sore for your fingers though. Ah, this is quite sore. Okay then. Got it. Okay. Okay. And then you're going to do the next one. The next set of bands. But you are not going to do this last set with the white feather on it. You're going to leave that. Not doing it. We're leaving this last one here. You see it hasn't been attached to this peg. You're going to leave it there. Okay. Zoom out. Now we can loom it. So really we're just doing straight looming. So I'm going to loom this side first, up to here, up to this peg. Then I'm going to loom this row, and I'm going to continue looming up there, up here. So, okay, then so you're going to go down at the bottom, make sure you go under the horizontal bands and the feathers. Okay then, I'm going to come back down here. Oops. Okay then. Going down, grabbing that first two bands, next two bands. Okay then. Now I'm going to loom this row, the third from this side. Okay then we're going to come back down, we're going to loom this row with all the feathers on it. You're going to loom straight up. Okay then, now we are going to, okay then, we're going to leave it now, so we've loomed these 4 rows. So now you're just going to take off this row along the edge, just the edge row. Okay then, and this one at the end, you're going to tie off. Okay then, and you're just going to pull that one off too. So now you can take this peg off. Okay, so now we want to be careful. We're going to take this one here. You just got to try and keep the loom together though. I'm going to take it off. And I'm going to move it over this way. Actually, I'm going to move it back to here, like that. Same with this one up here. I'll take it off, and I'm going to move it up here. This just helps make sure the loom won't collapse. Okay, push it all down, and then you're going to move this peg to over here in an offset position. So now your loom should be looking like this. Really all we did there is move the peg that used to be over here over to the side. Okay, now we can attach our last row which goes along here. So we're going to continue our gradient. So getting a grey and white, I'm going to do a big stretch like that. So that's a long stretch again. And then we're going to go down in double white, grey and white, grey and white, double white, grey and white, grey and white, and then we're going to do a big stretch with grey and white, like that. Okay, so now we can put horizontal bands on and etc, etc. So let's put first of all this last one that we haven't done. Yeah, that focused. Down in here. So you're going to go through that set of bands, including the white feather. We can't forget that white feather. You need to go through that too. And then the other half of that set of bands. Okay then. Yeah. Okay, so you need to stretch this out, again pinching it, and just go over and attach it. Okay, so that should be all attached. Make sure you got it all. So now we're going to put horizontal bands on, grey and white, and we're just going to make an upside down triangle. Grey and white, grey and white, grey and white. If you want, whoop, just push the feathers down. That may make it a bit easier actually. And do a grey and white. Just a moment. Okay then. So now, yep, continuing to do horizontal bands. Sorry about that. And then grey. Okay then. Okay, so now we're going to go down and start looming. Oops. Okay then. And just looming it all. Okay then. So I'm just going to loom up you just loomed the rest of it pretty much. Oh, also, I think I should probably mention something else. Oops, one too many. Okay then, I think I might just mention looming technique lesson here. Okay, so when you have a peg that has two bands going together and they join, you can't loom the next one until you've loomed all of those ones at the peg. You may have already figured this out. So, let's say I'm just going to loom along this row here. Okay then, so I've loomed up to it, and then I've got these two bands about to intersect here. You know there's a set that's on top, and there'll be a set that's on bottom, you know, and like that. So the one that you loom first is the one that's the set of bands that is on top. So in this case, I've got this long stretch. See, if I take it off, it's on top. So I'm going to loom that one first. Okay. Say for some reason I just kept on looming this white band here. Say I loomed that, like that. I'm going to undo this. Don't actually do this. This is just me explaining. I've still got this set of bands down in here that hasn't been loomed because it doesn't have that teardrop shape. So that what would happen then when you pull it off is you'll have this one set of bands that hasn't been loomed, and it will just unravel, and that's not good for your project because it'll just unravel. So what you want to do is the next one you'd loom is the one that on the top that hasn't been loomed, or the bottom one. So I loomed the one that was on the top first, then the next one second. If I had another one that was underneath that, I'd loom it third, etc, etc. So now that I've loomed everything to that one peg, I can go down and loom this white one here, like that. But also, funny thing, this is an intersection too, this one, between the white. This is an intersection between these two. So, funnily enough, this white one here is on top, so I can loom it first. But I can't continue looming up because I haven't loomed this other one. If you got that, hopefully you did. I don't know how good that explanation was. But it's just a looming technique. Okay then. So going down. Okay then, so we're just going to continue looming up, and now we can loom this one, and then we can continue looming. It's like when you've got a key and a lock, so the lock could be the peg, and each band is part of the key, and you can only open the lock, which is loom the next one, once you've had all parts of the key. I don't know if that was a very good explanation or not. Now I'm just going to tie this off with some black bands. Okay then, whoops, that's broken. Okay, let's zoom out. So now I'm just going to pull it off. And also another technique, it's easier to pull it off from the top going down, just saying. If you use your hook, it'll pull off either way, but meh. Okay then, whoop, collapsing loom. Yeah. Okay then, so now we have the wing. It may be looking a bit strange with feathers going everywhere. So you want the feathers to all poke out on the same side. So that's just what I'm going to do. You need to find a side for the feathers to all be on the same and you just push them through. It's actually very easy. So I'm just going to do that quickly. Okay then, cool, so your wing should be looking something like this. Now, if there's gaps from the horizontal bands, what you can do, if the horizontal bands are looking a bit like this is, you know, like a ladder in there, just pull it and that will help kind of settle the balance. Okay then, so now you should have your wing. It looks very pretty. Okay then, so what you want to do now is you want to go make a second wing. So you should have two. Like that. There we go. So you should have two wings. And you want them to be opposite, so you can just push the feathers out onto opposite sides. So you're going to make the wing the same as I just did then, but on the second one you're going to push the feathers out to an opposite side, which will work out. Also, the wing isn't this white. I think my camera just makes it a little bit whiter than it really is. So, and that's what it should look like on the underside. Cool. Okay then. So now we're going to move on to doing the legs. This is what you need: two back legs and two front legs. So let's start off with the front leg. Getting your loom in offset position. I'm just pushing it down so that it stays. Also, you see the blue things on the back. I find this is the best way to have it set up. So you've got the two main blue ones there. Here we go. And then you've got these through the middle, like that. Just to make it a bit easier. That stops it from collapsing. I find it the most efficient way to do it. So, whoops. There we go. So now I'll be doing the legs. Okay then. So we need to make, on the legs there's two sides to it. There's a white, there's a fleshy bit, and there's the normal bit. So I'm going to start with the fleshy bit, which is completely white. So going down, we only need one loom for this actually, so I'm just going to take off this and put that there. Okay then. And this is all double looped, every single bit for this fleshy piece. So just follow me. Let's see. Okay then. I'm going to go down the middle. So you've gone down 5 times on this side. Now going down the middle. And also, just going to go down. So you've gone down 5 times in the middle. You're just going to go down once on the side, and then taking off this 3rd set of bands, you're going to get a double loop set and make a long stretch from there to there, like that. Okay then, so it should look like that so far, and then you're just going to get single double looped here to here, then cap it off by wrapping it around 3 times. Then we're going to do horizontal bands, which is single double looped. And then just do an upside down triangle here. Okay then, now we can loom it quickly. Okay then, so that was pretty simple and straightforward. Now I'm just going to tie it off, like so. Okay then, and then tie that off. Oh. Okay then. So now you should have a fleshy piece. This piece is blending into my, here we go, like that. You can't see it very well I don't think, but anyway. It should be about this big. You need to make 2 of those that look exactly like that. Yeah, it should do it. Okay then. Now you're going to make, let's see, I'm not sure. Just let me think for a moment. Okay then. So now we're going to make the foot piece, this burgundy foot stuff. So you're going to go down with 2 grey and a black. Oh no, yeah, 2 grey and a black, and then 2 black and a grey. And now you're going to get some burgundy bands, and we're going to, okay then, so you're going to get a single double looped, and again going backwards like that. I know it's a weird direction to go in, but just go with it. And then you're going to get a black because the claws are black. You don't have to do a single double loop. You don't have to do the claw colours, these colours I just chose to. And then you're going to cap it off by wrapping it around 3 times. So that's double loop burgundy, double loop burgundy, double loop black. And then you're going to loom that backwards. I know, you loom it from the capping band back to the main part of the body. Or not body, but leg. Okay then, so it should go back to there. Now you're going to push this down, and you're going to get 2 burgundy, and you're going to double loop it, and then you're going to go down once. You're going to get 2 more, single double loop it, go down twice. Then you're going to get just a single burgundy, double loop it, a single black, double loop it, and then cap it off by wrapping it around 3 times. Then you're going to get 2 more burgundy, double loop it, and go out this way. This is from the peg where we loomed that weird piece. And you're going to get 2 more burgundy, down, single double looped burgundy, single double looped black, and a single double looped black. Cap it off by wrapping it around 3 times. I just need to wrap that around once more. Okay then, and then you're going to get 2 more burgundy. You're going to go here, 2 more, going down, and you're going to get a single double looped, and then of black, single double looped, and then you're going to cap it off by wrapping it around 3 times. Okay then, now you're going to get a single burgundy, double loop it, and you're just going to put it upside down triangle there, so between these 3 pegs. Dun, dun, dun. Okay then, now I'm going to loom it. Remember our thing we went over before, how you loom the top one, then the next top one, then the bottom one? So we're going to start on this one, because when I look at this intersection point here, this is the top set, so we want to loom that first. Okay then, now I look and see this is the next top set here, right? This is the next top set, because this is the bottom one. So this is the middle set. So I want to loom that one next, because I've loomed the top one. And since this is the bottom one, I'm going to loom it last. Okay then, and now we want to go down, all the way down, and grab these bottom 3. Just don't pull on it too hard, otherwise those bands will snap. Okay then, and then I'm going to loom these ones. Okay, now I'm going to tie that off quickly, just with a black band. You can use whatever. Then I'm going to pull it off. Now the way you want to pull this off, because there's a lot of tension from all the bands on this peg here, so I'm just going to take off each individual claw. Okay, so you've just got this one left, and you're just going to pull it off like that. Okay then, so now we've got the bottom of the foot. Should look like that. Okay, now we're going to do the main part of the foot. So, okay then, so now we're going to go with, you don't need these burgundy anymore. So we need the main part of the leg, which is this whole part here. So I'm just going to do grey and white. Grey and white. Grey and white. then going down grey and white, grey and white, grey and white, another grey and white as a long stretch. Okay. And then grey and white, grey and white, grey and white. Then going down this third side. This is all double bands in grey and white. Okay. Now we're going to do the main bit of the leg, so let's see. Okay then. So we're going to go down 2 whites and a grey, 2 greys and a white, 2 greys and a white, 2 greys and a white, again 2 greys and a white, and then 2 greys and a black. Okay, now we're going to do horizontal bands. So getting grey, single double looped here, single double looped, single double looped, single double looped, single double looped. Okay then. Now we're going to get your foot piece you made. Okay, now we're going to go through that set of bands and you're just going to attach it on with the foot pieces facing up. Okay, so now you're going to loom it. Okay then, now we've gone to this part here, so you can get your little piece that you made, and you're going to, when you look at it, I don't think you can see it on the camera very well, but you've got the side that you just try and match it up, sort of. So you've got this middle bit where the capping band is, and it goes straight up, and there's one bit that goes out to the side. You just want to match that up, so it got straight up to the side. Okay, so you've got the bit tied off and you've got the capping band. So you want to flip it so the capping band is over top that peg and the tied off ends are facing towards the bottom of your loom. So you're going to attach it that way. Like that. And then you're going to get the top 2, the next 2. Okay, and then you can pull that off. So now what we're going to do, let's see what happens if I turn this off. Okay, you should be able to see the bands a bit better now. Let's see if you can. So, you've got all the sets of bands along the edge here. Flashing hook. So the next set of bands that come straight off that capping band, you're going to grab, you're going to look at it from the side, and there's going to be 2 sets, the side facing towards you and the side facing away. So you're going to get the side facing away, just those 2, like that, and you're going to attach that there, and you're going to loom it. So then the next set of bands, you're going to get it and attach it. The next set of bands that you haven't used, you're going to attach it and loom it. Let's do it on this side. So you're going to pull it back so you can see it. know if you can see that very well. Doesn't look like you can see the white very well. Oh well. So you're going to go into the next set of bands and you're just going to grab part of it and you're going to attach it onto that peg there. And you're going to go down and attach it. Then the next set of bands that you haven't loomed. Okay then, now you're just going to continue doing that. So the next set of bands that you haven't used, you're going to extend it over to the next peg and loom up. Next set of bands, extend it, loom it up. And then just loom up this middle one and stop one before the end. Okay, continuing to attach stuff. You should have it, and then this last set, you're going to get the entire thing and extend it up onto that peg before the end, and you're going to loom it. That's cool. Okay then, now we're going to go over this side, grab the next set. And then you're going to loom that. Okay then, so now you've got these last two, so grab the middle one and attach it onto this middle peg before the end. And then grab this one and attach it onto that peg. Okay then, done. So now you're going to tie it off. Okay then, so now we can just pull that off. Okay then, so your leg should be looking something like this. And you've got that fleshy bit that you attached on this side. So now it's got a little bit of dimension to it. Cool. Also what you may want to do is take off the bands holding the white bit here, this white bit, not the end bands. Make sure you don't do that. So I'm just going to do that quickly. Okay then, so you should have that leg. And I think, yeah, okay then. I think that'll be all for this video, so you need to go and make another one. Just do that, and you're going to make it opposite, so you're going to mirror it. So how I did it before, however I did it on the loom, you're going to take it and like flip it over. Imagine just mirroring it. If you had a mirror here, and if it was flipped over to this side, what it would look like. That's what you can do actually, is you lay it out on the loom and place a mirror next to it and see what it looks like in that mirror. Or place a mirror next to my tutorial and you want to mirror it. So it's the same design but just a different side. Pretty much flipped over. Yeah, okay. So we're nearly there in preparation for the body. So we've done a wing, we finished off that, and you've done the legs. Well actually you would have done the wings, both the wings and the legs, and you should also have a head. Okay then. And next I'm going to do the back leg and the body. Okay then. Cool. So yeah,